Okay, good morning. 9:33 Thursday, January 20th. 9:33 a.m. Got a few things on the cooker today. Just want to remind you that we try and do this, well, we do this in real time every time. There's no editing, there's no going back, no looking at it from the past. We do it all in real time. So if you find value in that, like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave some comments, leave some thumbs ups. This right here, this is exactly why you have patience. That's all, folks. This is an acquisition. So they bought a company for like $1 million or something. I can show you the news, but I mean, obviously, it's not the bestest of news. You'll see they ran up the other day, which is kind of strange. Well, not strange, but kind of preempted it. So they're trying to put out news, right? Like that's an always thing. When they put out the news on the 18th, saying that they are working on something about digital currency, like cryptocurrencies and all that kind of stuff. So the stock ran up, and now they put out news that they acquired somebody here. Interesting again how we do these blocks of levels, right? So here's another level. So if we can get out of this zone of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, like we can even draw you a little I can draw you a little something something if you want. See how it's got like a zone, if that helps? And then I can draw you another zone here to kind of, it's a little bit far over there, sorry, but you see what I'm getting at? And then you have all these other levels in here. This was the box theory that I was working on, really. And it's nothing special. I'm not saying that you got to use it or you got to think about it, but I mean, if you look, see how it comes down and then it kind of holds a we're doing business level of support. Then it comes up. We're having trouble here, obviously, at the top of this level. Um, but let's get back into it here before we get too far along. Maybe we're missing a trade, right? See, so is it gonna want to do it? Shit, this might want to do it because we're pumping in some volume here, right? Shit. Got to be patient with this too, right? It's at a fairly decent float. 13.8 million float on a 15.5 million shares already rotated. Um, Interesting. Well, see, even if you're not gonna trade, you need to watch because see how it ran up really hard, and immediately sold off. Interesting, right? Like, see how you would have got. Well, we would have probably tried to take it here at 61, so now we'd be almost at break even. So now, is that this? You know what I mean? Like a lot of people will call that a rejection candle with all that wick on it. Went all the way up, and then it came fighting back, which is exactly what you see here. And this is the part that I think that some of these guys are missing I'm not missing is that I can see that wick right here. I can see all that action right there, and I can see it in the volume even, right? I can see the volume in it. So I was thinking about putting an order in there with the stop here and the order there, 370, and then the stop at 360, give or take. But look at that. Patience, patience, right? It's 9:40 a.m. I think we might stick with this one. We had the other one, APM. It has better news, yet, and well, it's got a good amount of volume too. Sorry. So I just want everybody to see what I see, and why I see it. I see a lot of volume coming in on this. This has a good. It's another one of those pediatric kind of cancer things. Now it's only like level 1 or whatever, like phase 1, so it's not as they're just getting started with it, right? So you're gonna get some excitement, yet not that much excitement. Yeah, this one has an extremely low float. I'm surprised it hasn't moved more than it has. We've already rotated the float a whole bunch of times. So that's a 8.8 million share float. We've already rotated, like we've already done a 35 million shares already today. So rotated float, yeah, several times. So I'm surprised this supply and demand thing hasn't really kicked in. Now we can go and look at the bigger picture. Maybe that's what's showing us something. Um, Not as much as you would think. Pretty ugly long-term chart here. And see, in those matter of seconds or maybe a couple minutes, we kind of fucking missed this one. That's the one I said we should stay on too. What did I say? 70. 370. I actually wanted 360 at one point right here to pick this spot. Um, fucking patience. It's 945. God damn it. This will probably be the one. I don't know if it's really going to push much more than this. We could measure, there's the 60, so we could be at like 5% right now. So you'd be almost happy enough to take some of that profit right there. Um, Again, that's part of the problem too. You gotta react faster. You gotta get the job done quicker. You gotta, you know, make a decision and then make it stick and then go, which I normally am pretty good at, but today it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, just perplexed by why the float or why this one isn't rocking. Man, we're putting in big volume here. Like, this is big volume. What's this volume here? 1.4 million shares. It's a lower price too, right? So this, I don't know why this isn't popping off. Like, it should go. Again, I guess patience. Maybe we're waiting for better news, yet not better. It's all shit lately. Everybody's all concerned about this geopolitical stuff and how the major markets are reacting. It really kind of, there's no, I've never really found a real correlation to it, but when the market's unsteady, it's unsteady. Yeah, wow, I'm not really ever this torn between two stocks. Now you could say, oh, you play both. Well, why don't you go fucking throw money in the toilet too? Yeah, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it, right? Look at this. Ha ha ha, look at that. Boom, look at that drawback. That's 3% right there. So, if you hadn't had your stop all run up nice and tight and everything, you would have been pooched again, right? Look at 3% just changed into 1.5%. 6% just changed into, 2.2%. Now, is this a pullback that you want to buy? Because look at the support level now. See? Look at the support level. See it? I could draw it, but it's going to be vague, right? It's not going to be as tight as I normally would do it, but I'll just do it like that. Just as a rough thing. The supports don't have to be perfect. And I guess just like that, that's how the decision is made. We've got an order here on APM. We kind of took it off the, yeah, we're still kind of fighting it, eh? If we can come back to this VWAP, oh, never mind. So, false alarm. This could be one of those days where you have to sit on your hands for a little bit longer than you'd like. It's 9:51 now a.m. Eastern. Wow, we're really back and forth here on these two tickers, eh? God, maybe when you feel like this, you should probably sit out. But I mean, this one here is going to want to pop. I have a feeling. Intuition, spidey senses. This is crazy. So there's the power of VWAP right there. See the reaction? Look at that reaction as soon as we get to the VWAP. Here, I'll do it over, this one's DATS. Look at that reaction. Doesn't get any tighter than that. Crazy. Yeah, crazy. Buy the dip. Not my style to buy the dip, but there it is. Buy the dip. So there it is there. It would have filled, again, that was 68 we were looking for, $1.68. Just ran up to 169 again. Interesting. This is becoming tough. You don't want to get trapped into this either, right? I have a bad feeling about this order too, right? Because it's going to want to jump up, grab you, and then take it back. Is it going to want to take it all the way back to VWAP? I don't know. This is, again, some of this job is not as straightforward as you think. Like, sometimes you have to take a bit of a chance. Sometimes you have to feel really uncomfortable as well when you put the entries together. Yeah, you're not supposed to, I don't know. It's not a thing where you're just like, I go to work, I get a paycheck. You have to make some tough decisions sometimes that aren't always the best, but you're trying to do the smartest thing you can. Because rule number one, don't do anything stupid. Don't really like the tick volume. It's the way it's being built. The tick volume is just not, for me, it's it's a tell. When the tick volume, when the tape comes through like this, it's a little bit of a tell. When it cleans up, then you can get a trade. Kind of looking like we made the right choice on DATS. I made a video a long time ago. It was called DATS All, folks. I've been waiting all day for that. What I can tell you from the profile is there's a heck of a lot more buying at these levels than there has been selling. This might be the push that we're looking for. Kind of wanting this tick volume to just come in a little smoother. There's the 69 again. There's the 70. There's the fill. We'll see if we can get this thing cleaned up. Usually we have a reaction at our price that tells us whether or not we've made the right choice or not. And it's usually pretty quick. We'll have this figured out in a couple of minutes here. Not even. Oh, dude, that was so close. That bridge was almost working, and then all of a sudden it just dumped. Oh, that fucking sucks. There's only 10 seconds left on that candle. That was a crucial candle. God, fuck. Yeah, see, that candle was important there. This one, that was important to build either the same or, yeah, we'll see how it works now. Sometimes they sell out like this just to spook some people out, and then it's matched with another bit of violence on the way up. Man, this thing is really beating around the bush. I don't know. This could fail probably at any moment just because it's taking so much time here. It's just, yeah. Like it kind of needs to make a decision here and get rolling. You know what I mean? Like, so get some real candles. All these wicks it's not working. This isn't the trade, but if you notice, look at how it went through there when it came through that VWAP. See the reaction when it came through the VWAP? The VWAP's at 61. See that reaction? Boom, 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 boom. Interesting. See? It always wants to have a push there. If you were a scalper or whatever, you could always want to try and take that one little quick bang right there. You'd have to kind of determine the height of it, I guess, but like there's 2% right there if you're a ninja. And it's not looking the greatest here because this thing keeps wanting to just fuck around here at this level, right? One positive note is that our stop has stayed in the same position, right? But the VWAP has actually gone up. So that is a positive note for us, I guess, because if it comes down and touches the VWAP, which it doesn't look like it's going to want to, it's going to want to rip through the VWAP. We're going to get ended up stopped out when it rips back to the VWAP on a tail probably, and then it's going to want to reverse on us. I don't want to do the cardinal sin of moving the stop either, so yeah, we have assumed quite a bit of risk here. It's 5.6% of risk, so it's quite a bit. For me, I don't like it. I don't like typically going below 3% of risk. And there's the stop out on APM. Huh. As it ripped through the, we'll see where are we at here. 10 seconds to go on this. We'll see if this candle, it does what I thought it was going to be. It'd be a wick down and tricky little fuck, isn't it? That was pretty big, that's a pretty big amount of risk there. Yeah, there it is there. $261 loss on APM. I could kind of tell that it was going to do it too, just because of the way the wicks were, and just because of the way just the way it was coming in. You can kind of get a feel for it on how it's moving. I know it, like if some people are looking at a line chart or anything like that, but you can't see a lot of this movement unless you really start, paying attention closely. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about that. Yeah, it's hard when you do it in real time every time. You don't go back and try and edit all this stuff, right? It really is. So I guess we're getting to the part where I say like, share, subscribe, because without your subscription and your notification and every time I could put a new video, if you don't know that it's out, well, you could just keep checking back every day because we kind of put one out. Not that I try and trade every day, but I don't know, I guess we just do trade every day. So if you come back, you'll get your high fives. And until the next bounce, Happy trails to you. Happy trading.